Well, it looks like we're gonna need a part 5. I ran out of time and couldn't get 52 and 54 done in the last video, so this is still lesson 3-1, and we're going to try to put these two on. It's a shame we're not able to do slope-intercept form instead of plugging numbers in, because that would speed this up a lot. Because we're going to end up dividing by 2, I'm going to put numbers here that will divide by 2 easily. So when I plug them in, oh, and this is linear, this one is. You can tell because x and y are to the first power, but also this is a slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. So this thing should hit at -3 on the y-axis and go up a half every time you go over. But anyway, we will play the game here. 1/2 of -2. That's 1 times -2 is -2. Divided by 2 is -1. We get -4. 1/2 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 3 is -3. One half times 2 would be 1 times 2 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. 1 minus 3 is -2. And now we have our points. We can go ahead and do the graph. Shouldn't be any real surprises here, except for that my graph is blue. That's kind of a surprise, isn't it? -2 gave me -4. 0 gave me -3. And 2 gave me -2. And as I was saying earlier, if we had done this using slope-intercept form, we would have started at -3, and every time I move over, it would have gone up a half. And you can see that's what's happening. So another way you can do the slope is up 1 over 2. But anyway, that's it for number 52. Now we'll do number 54. Okay, on number 54, it is some slope-intercept form again. It is linear. I really wish we could just put a dot at 1 on the y-axis and go down 2 over 3 and be through with this, but we will try some numbers here. -3, 0, and 3. I chose those numbers because they divide evenly by 3. -2 times -3 is +6, divided by 3 is 2, plus 1 is 3. -2/3 times 0 will be 0, plus 1 is 1. You may be thinking, as far as slope, I told you that each time the x increases, the y increases goes down 2/3 because of -2/3 slope. And you're like, well, this isn't going down 2/3, but it's not increasing by 1 on the x each time either. It's increasing by 3, and that makes a lot bigger steps than 2/3. Plus 1. -2 times 3 is -6, divided by 3 is -2. plus 1 is negative 1. If I can squeeze it in there, there we go. Graph. Got rid of my green graph from earlier. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, negative 3 had an output of 3. 0 had an output of 1. And 3 had an output of negative 1. Now when I connect the dots, there you go. And that's how it's done. See, if we had started at 1, as I move over 1, this would have dropped 2/3, which is hard to differentiate because it's not on a grid point, so we could have gone down 2 over 3, would have got the exact same points. Hope this helps. Sorry it turned out to be 5 parts instead of 4 or 3, but hopefully I gave you a good explanation of how to do the graphing.